The Accidental Tourist by Bill Bryson. Bill Bryson is an American British author. He is one of the most popular writers of non-fiction and has written books on travel, history, and science. Some of his most famous books include Notes from a Small Island, The Lost Continent, and A Short History of Nearly Everything. Before becoming a full-fledged writer, Bryson worked as a journalist for the Times and the Independent. His clever crafting of witty, light-hearted sentences has made him a favorite with readers all over the world. The Accidental Tourist is a humorous story. Let's get into the lesson. The author says that he is not good at doing many works at one time. He is amazed at people who do multitasking without facing any difficulty. Many times he gets confused when he searches for the lavatory in a cinema and lands up in an alley from where he cannot enter the hall. When he checks in a hotel, he forgets his room number and goes to the reception many times just to confirm it. En family. The meaning of en family is as a family. Actually, the correct pronunciation is en famille. En famille is a French word. The meaning is as a family. The last time when he went on a family trip to England at Easter time, they reached the Logan Airport in Boston. He had recently subscribed to the frequent flyer program of the British Airways and had to get the card punched to avail the points. The meaning of frequent flyer is a person who often travels by plane, especially someone who usually uses the same airline and belongs to that airline's club, which provides them with special advantages such as free flights. The card was in the bag that hung around his neck. As he had to take the card out, something happened. The bag's zip did not open and he pulled it with force. Suddenly, the zip gave way and the bag opened with a jerk. And as he had used a lot of force, all the articles flew out of the bag and were ejected over an area about the size of a tennis court. What were the things inside the bag? Newspaper cuttings and other loose papers, a 14-ounce tin of pipe tobacco, magazines, passport, English money, and film. He was shocked to see all his important documents fly out of the bag. The coins rolled on the floor. The lid of the tobacco box came off, and the box rolled on the floor, and the tobacco spilled on the floor. As it was an expensive article, he screamed that his tobacco was getting ruined. The next moment, he saw that he had a cut on his finger and it was bleeding. His screams changed to, "My finger!" He again got confused and panicked. His wife looked at him, wondering at his strange behavior. She said that his weird behavior was unbelievable. The author always commits disasters while traveling. Once, on a flight, he bent forward to tie his shoelace. At the exact moment, the person seated in front had reclined his seat. The author was stuck in the crash position and only managed to free himself by clawing the leg of the passenger seated next to him. On another air trip, he threw a drink on the lady sitting next to him. The flight attendant helped her clean up and got him another drink. He threw the second glass on her as well. He was confused how it happened. The co-passenger was shocked at his behavior. She cursed him. The author then narrates his worst travel experience. On one flight, the author was writing down important to-do list, and while doing so, he was absent-mindedly sucking on the end of his pen. He then spoke to an attractive young lady sitting beside him for about 20 minutes. After that, he went to the restroom. There he saw that his pen had leaked and his mouth, chin, tongue, teeth, and gums had been colored navy blue and would remain so for several days. He wants to be sophisticated. He wants to leave the dining table neat and clean. Just for once, he wants to be able to rise up from a dining table without upsetting everything on it. He wants to fold his coat properly while seating himself into a car and not close the door while half of it lies outside. And he wants to wear light colored trousers without staining it with things like ice cream, motor oil, etc. Now, when they are served meals on an air trip, his wife asks the children to cover their heads with a hood to save themselves from the mess that he will create while eating. When he travels alone, he does not eat, drink, or bend to tie his shoelaces. He does not even get the pen near his mouth. He sits very quietly and keeps his hands under him to prevent them from moving here and there. He does not enjoy sitting like that, but it helps him to prevent them from moving here and there. He does not enjoy sitting like that, but it helps him by saving the laundry expenditure. He never gets the frequent flyer miles because he is unable to find his card. All his acquaintances fly to Bali with these points, but although he has flown in 23 airlines, he has managed only 212 air miles. Either he forgets to ask for the air miles at check-in, or the manager does not record them, or he is told that he is not entitled to any points. He travelled to Australia in January and could have earned a lot of points for it. But the clerk refused to give him the points because the card is in the name of a W. Bryson and the ticket was in the name of a B. Bryson. The writer tried to explain that both were one person, but she did not accept his argument. He did not get the air miles and would not travel to Bali free of cost. He takes it positively and feels good because he could not remain without food on such a long flight. Living in the real world can be confusing for some people like Bryson. Thank you.